Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Good.
What are you up to?
Not much. It's all good.
Anything you want to review?
No.
Any information I can pass along to you before we get going? You good?
I think so.
Okay.
Just my mind goes blank
I know.
when I'm trying to think of stuff.
I know. You mean when we're playing a game or just in general?
Yeah, when we're playing a game. I could see Daft Punk. I was just talking about them. If I could only have one album, it would probably be theirs. Just talking about them. But when I need to actually recall them under pressure, time pressure, it's blank.
Yeah.
Nothing came up.
So what happens in that situation?
You choke.
And do you find that it gives an advantage to the person you're playing against? Like, I don't know, your husband that's really good at trivia games? Do you find that that helps him at all?
Do you know what happens like when athletes choke?
No.
Well, so they're experts, right? And so they've created what's called implicit memory. They've just done, we'll take a golfer, so many swings over and over and over again. It's so automatic, they don't even have to think about it anymore. But when they choke, it becomes explicit again. They're so focused now on how do I swing? How do I move my body? So it's essentially like they're beginners again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a series about chokers on Netflix a while ago, which was very interesting. Oh. Basically, all sports guys, I believe. And yeah, it was highlighting some of the greatest examples of choking in all of sports, like crushing it at the Masters and losing within 2 holes, sort of thing, like just crazy stuff.
Well, and that's what happens. They start. It becomes they're now using their explicit memory, and they're uncoordinated. They're essentially beginners because they're trying to think of
how do they snap back to.
Not make it as big of a deal.
Yeah. Oh, just kind of shake it off. Like that's why they say just shake it off?
Yeah, it's just a golf game. 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 Even though it's like the golf game of their life, but it's just another golf game.
Interesting.
It's just another hockey game.
Yeah.
It's just another tennis match. It's just another whatever. So trying to get back to it's just another. I've done this a million times before. That's what they need to do.
Not it's just another $1 million I just lost. Like that's not the approach to take.
Yeah. And then it's interesting because then like when they do win, it's almost depressing. It's actually really interesting because that's kind of what happened to me with graduating, right? Like, just everybody's got a degree. Everybody's got a master's. Everybody, whatever, right? But it's anticlimactic. It's like, there's what more? If you've won the gold medal at Olympics, or if you've won the Masters, or Wimbledon, or whatever, then it's kind of like, well, what's next? I've spent 10 years of my life, whatever it is.
That's why I am impressed by we were talking about athletes that are capable of doing it repeatedly at the highest level. Yeah. Like when Tiger was crushing it at golf, he was untouchable. Yeah. But oddly enough, once the framework of his success started to crumble a bit and his personal life started to creep in, he's never been the same. He never got back to what he used to be, but he was just an absolute freight train through the record books, right? Up until the issues with his marriage and injuries and everything else, right? When you look at Formula One, right? Like the guys that are able to do it 3, 4, 7 times, like that's really hard. Yeah. Really, really hard. And I don't think people understand how hard that is.
Well, and then that's why they push. But I think that's why actors, like at the peak of their career, we see so much depression and suicidal ideation as they've reached the pinnacle. It's like, what's next? And how do you hold that bar, keep holding that bar so hard?
And be satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Interesting. Well, this is Pop Talk and Athlete Talk. Thanks for joining us today. I have a question.
Oh, you became prepared this time.
Well,
sort of. I saw you like
one at a. No. I was going through my list to pick. I have a list.
All right.
Of several topics.
Oh.
I could rapid fire if you want. That's how prepared I am today.
It's fine.
But I don't want to. I've got one question I want to focus on.
Okay.
how.
Can I throw in one more thing?
100%. I wasn't ready to go at all. You just dive right back in.
Sorry, just because we were talking about superstitious behaviors yesterday, and you brought up Tiger Woods. He's got one. Do you know what his is?
He always wears a red shirt on Sunday.
A red shirt.
And black pants.
For a final.
Yeah, for a final round. Was that it?
That's it. He wears a red shirt, yeah.
Per my earlier comment about being a trivia king, that's an example, folks, right there. He is now golfing a lot more with his son, Charlie, and it may be the funniest thing going because his kid can bomb. Like, his kid can play, and it'll be Tiger and Charlie and other professional golfers, and Charlie's running his mouth at these guys, and he's beating them, and it's amazing. Like, there was one shot, and you can tell Tiger just gets done with him. Like, he thinks he's hilarious until Charlie starts turning it on him. But there was one video I just saw where Charlie took a shot, an approach shot to the green, and it was going water. Like, it was going in the water, and he somehow caught the lip, and not only caught the lip, but like rolled it to green. And he starts running his mouth, and all you hear from Tiger, just get in the cart. Like, it was such a funny, like, dad-son moment that it was just cracking me up. But yeah, his kid can bomb.
How old is his kid?
He's got to be 12-ish, 12,
okay.
13.
I was thinking like a little 3-year-old.
No. He's already, I think, doing junior PGA stuff.
Oh, wow.
I think. I'm not 100%. I could be talking out of my posterior. Anything else?
No, sorry. That just popped into my mind.
It's all good. So my question today, as parents, and for those that don't know the doctor and I personally, I do not have the same healthy habits that she does and has carried her entire life and has thankfully set out for most of the kids' lives. But recently, there has been more and more frequent examples of not so healthy stuff going on, eating, meaning like snacks just disappear. And
not me.
Not you. Sorry, not her. No, but we'll go to get something out of the fridge. All gone. Empty box.
Sugar. It's sugar.
Sugary stuff. Yeah. So the question is, how as parents, it's usually a two-parter. How as parents do we help build healthy eating habits? But more importantly, how do we address not so healthy eating habits when they come up later?
And not shame them.
100%. Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it all comes to modeling, right? And I think we've really been good. I mean, I've always worked out every morning. Mm-hmm. When they were babies, toddlers, I was that mom doing push-ups down to give them a kiss and up again, right? Or them having them on my back, or them just always there being around me while I work out. So for that, it's just modeling. I've never, in the summertime, we have no screens until you have an hour physical activity. So we have laid boundaries out. We're not too strict with that during the school year just because they're so active in sports. They're usually...
Yeah, we don't usually have to relay down the law too much.
Yeah. With eating's definitely tricky. They used to be so good. Like I look back at pictures and for snack, it was always like ants on a log. So celery with peanut butter, right? Or we would have tuna wraps. Tuna boats. So it was like a big, huge romaine leaf with lettuce, or huge romaine with tuna in it. That's definitely fallen to the wayside. But early on, we instilled like Easter. We could do Easter egg hunts with blueberries. Blueberries were in the little plastic Easter eggs. So I think from a very young age, we definitely, modeled that. And I've tried to be really thoughtful about not pairing stuff with food. That was always something that drove me nuts with older generations who were like, let's celebrate. Let's go out for dinner. Oh, you're feeling sad. Let's have some ice cream. Oh, let's have a treat. You can have a treat once in a while. I think the dog just rolled into the door. And so I've been really good about not doing those kinds of things. However, it has been harder as we've gotten older and our schedules are busier. We're not having the regular meals anymore.
And we aren't able to 100% control purchasing of meals and snacks and treats.
Oh, yeah, that we don't. And that's something I remember. I think it was one of our parents saying, well, they're going to have a hot dog somewhere, like just getting frustrated with our uber healthy ways. And I'm like, yeah, but I know that I can't control out there, but what I can control here, I want to make up for it, A. And B, I'm hoping that out there they will make those healthy decisions, right? And they up until, I would say, the recent years, maybe COVID just everything kind of went out the window, I got to say. They would be good. Hey, Mom, I did have a hot dog, but I had a side of vegetables, right? Like they were always good. But we haven't been as good having dinner together. Lately, we have, I'd say, like since
the past couple months.
Yeah, since January, we've been good. We started doing HelloFresh. Can we do a plug for HelloFresh? We're not getting paid at all, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Not yet.
Let's say it again and let's see what happens.
HelloFresh. Actually, I don't know. I'm still on the fence with it. However, we don't want it to go to waste. So we've been really good. And the kids have been, well, one child has been good about, hey, here's the recipe card. Here's all the ingredients. Yeah. I will just make it. She made dinner twice last week. It was awesome. So we are getting back into that. But it's always been an issue, I would say, since one of our children hit tween years, just the disappearing marshmallows, the disappearing chocolate, the disappearing, well, I was going to make another ice cream cake because I love it so much last night, thinking there was like half a box of ice cream sandwiches and they were all gone. Yeah. One was left. So I made half.
That's the thing that gets me, regardless of, I don't want to single out a child because I know they both do it, but leaving the one piece of something in the otherwise empty box drives me nuts. Yeah. Just eat it and hide your crime. You're not fooling anybody or making anybody feel better about there being one crumb left because you didn't finish the whole box. And it's so funny because in their minds, well, I didn't finish it. Yeah. There's still some there. Yeah. But it's almost more insulting. But anyways.
Well, and the chocolate, I think like we brought that up last week, right? Yeah. That you had got us for our anniversary. Yeah, and she just left 2 squares. It was the last little row of the one chocolate bar, right? So it's always been a problem. Now, here's the thing. She has ADHD. ADHD children that's actually one thing that I ask parents when I'm doing assessments is, would your kid, are they sugar freaks, carb freaks? Yeah. Would they go into, maybe they wouldn't, some kids are this severe, some aren't this severe, but on the spectrum, meaning would your kid, if they could, take a spoon to the sugar bag and just eat sugar straight from the bag? I think our one child would do that. And so there is that seeking of sugar, stimulating the brain. So I think that this wouldn't be true for all families. When we were first dealing with it with our one child, see, it's interesting because the second one, I don't think, I really with her, the second child, so I guess I've just, okay. Well, with the second one, I didn't say which order, just the second child who's not craving.
With the first child.
Okay, whatever.
Like, unbelievable.
Okay, so with Willow, I really was good about modeling and teaching her to listen to our bodies. And I reinforced quite early on, like before she was even 2, like, hey, good job listening to your body and finishing, right? And like whether it was pizza, whether it was cake, whether it was chicken, like I was always reinforcing good job listening to your body. And I think she does really good with that. And I think that's never really been a problem for her. I never really did that with Maya. So, and I think Maya is just so much more ADHD and just has always got that. Because she's even said, I remember she was probably 12 or 13. She's like, why do I always need so much sugar? She was so upset and she just couldn't understand it, right? So I do think that there's some brain functioning stuff in there. I do have more to say, but did you want to? I feel like I've been talking. Okay. So the early modeling is going to be really important. Now, when it came to just like eating the last one or hiding it, I really started focusing on being honest about it, right?
Yeah,
I didn't want lying to happen.
Yeah.
And so I never ever braided them. I'm like, I don't care if you were the last one. I don't care if whatever. I want honesty. Because at first it was like, it wasn't me, right?
Now they straight up just laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Son of a...
Although I think with the chocolate, like the past couple of times, because somebody bought me hedgehogs for Christmas and she ate them all. And so I got pissed at that. And then this basket. So now she's just not saying anything. She's not saying she didn't. But like the other day, she just stared at me and kind of walked away when I asked her point blank. So then the focus was on, because I didn't want lying. And so I wasn't reprimanding at all with that. And that's really important, right? That we're never shaming them, never making them feel bad, never giving them heck for eating it all. So I was really praising the honesty. Other than that, it's about setting up the environment.
Which I think is, to your earlier point about COVID, that's been the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Because we were ordering in more and we weren't really planning out our meals and we were just getting groceries brought in and all these, and it was easier to slide things in and, oh, do you want this? And blah, 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 blah.
And somebody keeps buying me peanut butter. So then for me...
Nope, I don't get blamed on it because when I don't buy you peanut butter, what happens?
Well, I specifically said, don't buy me peanut butter this last time and you bought me one. So
what would have happened? What would have... I had to open it.
Nothing.
I get in trouble for not getting it as much as I get in trouble. Actually, I get in trouble for not buying it more than I get in trouble for buying it.
But that's been a problem because if I have peanut butter, I'll just eat peanut butter. I don't need anything else. And so then I get lazy about making dinner and then everybody's on their own. And
so
it's like, whatever.
Is peanut butter triggered because of your ADHD or is it just a straight... I'm asking seriously. Yeah. Like, is that your brain's thing?
I don't know. I never had an addiction until we went vegan for that couple years.
Yeah.
I went vegan, then all of a sudden I developed an addiction. You know, I think ADHD does have addictive personalities. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like I straight up have a
it is, I mean, all kidding aside, it is hands down your go-to.
Yeah. And so for me, you know, but it is about setting up the environment. So what do I mean by that? It's just, I mean, they say when you're losing weight, for example, have all your fruits and vegetables cut up, prepared, and right there where you see them when you open up your fridge, right? Just get rid of everything else in the house. Because you might do all good. It's not about motivation. Our brains aren't built to be motivated. So you might be good all day and eat healthy all day, but at 10 o'clock at night, when the kids finally go to bed and you're stressed and tired, if there's a bag of Oreos in the house, there's a good chance you're going to eat that bag of Oreos. Yeah. I would never because I think Oreos are disgusting, but I would sit and eat a jar of peanut butter, whatever the thing is, right? And so that's what it comes to. So it's, you know, if there's just no Oreos or peanut butter or ice cream or whatever it is in the house, then you just can't have it. And so that's how we do it, right? Like that's how, if we just didn't have it, it's a little bit trickier now because Maya does have her own wheels. She's got her own money. I can't control that. And she does. She's got bags and bags of candy and chocolate.
And I think that's the thing that is trickier to address because as she becomes more independent, it's up to her to figure out how to live her life, right? And it is tougher for us. Like she came home last week banging the drum about those new flatbreads from Tim's, right? Yeah. But that's their spot. That's where they go for lunch. They either do Tim's or they do McDonald's, right? Because someone's got a set of wheels and
she
they
doesn't
disappear.
do McDonald's.
She hates McDonald's, but you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
And it is harder to slow down because you can only say, well, you know, ease off, like in terms of, and I always try and relate it back to if you go there too much, you don't have gas money. If you go there too much, right? You can make that decision, but you have to give up something else that might become important when you can't get to work one day, right? I don't know that she's hit that spot yet, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's just a matter of we start as young as we can, instilling those healthy habits while we are in our house. What can we do to promote those healthy habits? What they do out, I can't control that. I really can't. Maya is good though at times because she knows how to gauge. You know, at the end of the day, for example, if Willow and I are going to have some ice cream, she's like, no, thanks. Because she already knows in her head, I've already eaten 5 pounds of candy or whatever. And Skin you know, she does notice she starts breaking out if she's eating too much
She's
candy.
like you. It's very immediate.
Yeah.
Like if you swing too much one way or another, you're complaining about the next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So I think that she gauges it by that. But yeah, it's tricky. I would never, ever, though, say, hey, like, that's too much. You got to watch your weight. You got to, like, I would never, ever say those words to anybody.
Well, I think the general rule is what you already talked about, right? That's a more finer point on it. But you can't tie food to any sort of emotional or self-view type thing, right? Like
society does it.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, it's your birthday. Hey, you got a promotion. Hey, you got this. Oh, your heart was broken. Everything is tied to food. And it starts as babies, right? Oh, well, we'll nurse them. And I still have so many families. They're upset. I'm going to nurse them, right?
Yeah.
And so we have that comfort association. And that's a problem. It's a big problem.
Yeah, and the more exposed we all are to advertising in all forms, it's all out there.
Yeah.
Like I could turn my phone on right now and guarantee there's within a couple of flips there'll be some sort of food being presented to me or some sort of something, right?
And shows, like every show we watch, you know, I'm stressed. I'm going to drink a bottle of wine. Or the whole wine, the mommy wine, that's a whole other thing. But
please elaborate.
Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. But I mean, even shrinking, you know, Harrison Ford is stressed and he's literally chugging, you know, those dips where you have the little candy stick and you dip it into the sugar.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what are those called?
There was Pixie Sticks and then there was...
no, it wasn't Pixie Sticks.
The one I always used to do was the bubblegum one.
Mine wasn't bubble, but the cherry. Yeah, and I love them. So it's just the sugar. You literally dip the sugary thing into the sugar. But he's stressed and he's just ripping it open and pouring the sugar into his mouth. But you hear it all the time. I'm stressed. I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
You know, eat myself into distress or out of distress or whatever. So it's all around us. Yeah.
So sidetrack. Mommy wine what now?
Just the whole mommy wine culture. Like my kids are stressing me out, so I'm going to go wine. Yeah. And there's even like so many little things about how horrible my children are. I just need to drink wine. And I mean, same and different. I guess same around this topic in that we think self-care is consumption and it's not. Right? When we're stressed, we eat or we drink or we binge Netflix or whatever. But that's not what self-care. It's not consumption. So on the one hand. On the second hand, what are we telling our kids? You stress me out so much, I got to drink myself to oblivion. Right? Like I mean, that's a whole other topic. I don't even want to get into it because I think that it's just a problem. Right? But
we got to have an episode about that because that sounds interesting. Okay. But okay. Okay, so to recap, right, because I think we've covered pretty much most of the ground here is setting up healthy boundaries from day one, right? Setting up, modeling what it looks like to have healthy eating habits, not tying emotions to food or consumption, let's call it, right? Good or bad, right? Keep it separate. You're going out to eat because it's a social thing. You're not going out to eat because you're happy or you're sad or whatever.
And rewards,
you
know, just if they're doing good and you've got a behavior plan, cool, but make it special time with you playing a game or an extra book or, you know,
something like that. It was funny. I was just thinking about the outside piece. I was at a coffee shop last week and this mom came in with 3 kids, one still in a carrier and then 2 boys, probably 3 to 5, 4 to 6, somewhere in there. And I mean, boys being boys, they're a gong show at best of times. But Phil and Sebastian sells Hoopla donuts, and Hoopla donuts are insane. Like they're just amazing. All these crazy artisan colors and stuff. But when you buy them from Phil and Sebastian's, it's this huge long box. They don't do it like a smaller box or bag. It's literally like a 3-foot long box full of donuts. And watching these 2 kids, both had to carry it at the same time, try and maneuver their way all the way through people to get to the table. They didn't even set the donuts on the table. They dropped them on the floor, opened it and started eating. And one of the kids, he looked like he had just conquered a battlefield. Like he was so into the fact that they had this for whatever reason. It was hilarious to watch. And their poor sister in the carrier just had no clue what was going on. But it was funny to see their how attached they were to the fact that they were getting these donuts. Mm-hmm. They're good donuts, though.
The only other thing I would say is, maybe if they're younger, but I would say even elementary is you could have like a bingo card, right? Like you need to have this many vegetables or fruits. And so like, let's see how many we can get. Now as they're older, it's about 5 colors. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Or you can do the plate, like this much meat, this much carbs, this much vegetables. But the one I've been trying to do with Willow for sure, at least, and I've a little bit more with Maya, because I'm like, where's your vegetables? Like you need 5 different colors in a day. Yeah. So what are those 5 colors going to be? And it can't be white. But,
Which is funny because then whenever you prompt her that, she'll just walk over to the fridge, literally grab a handful of spinach and just shove it in her mouth like a gerbil.
Yeah.
And then stare at you as she chews it.
Yeah.
And I mean, great, as long as she's got it. But it's very funny how she consumes now.
Yeah.
Anything else we've missed? Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I don't think so.
All right. That's it.
Good day.
Good day.